Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, My Ajman Diaries. Actually, in this video, I am going to give a review about one of the book I have read last week, and the book is not with me at the moment, so I cannot, because I have already read that book and I have returned to the library. And that book was a very interesting book, so I thought I will give a brief review and I will tell you if you can find that book and you get that book and read that. So the book name was Agent 13. It was written by John Gray. And this Agent 13 story narrates a story of a Secret Service agent who is working for Britain's Secret Service M16, and actually he is staying in India, a region called Malabar. So he is a secret agent working for Britain, and he is working in India, and he is working as a James Bond, like a secret man. And this guy have given a project, and in this project he was told to make a system for the world, for a betterment of the world, where everyone have equal opportunity and equal freedom and same justice. This was the project that he was given to. And this guy is from Malabar, and his name was Mr. Abbott. And seriously, this story is very real. You all need to read this story, and this have a very good connection with many of the things that happened in the world, and also that's happening at the moment. The things that happening at the moment, this book narrates it, and it's not narrates like in a clear way, but it's how you can find the clues from these books that some things are happening is well explained in this book. And this Mr. Abbott, so what project the project that he was actually given charge was, what he do to accomplish this project, he make a company of drama, like the entire town, entire village, he planned, and he made it he acted as a director, film director, and he gave the character for each people of the village, and he rented out a family, he rented out some children's as his own son and daughters, and this story is real. So the project was started from 1990, and he was given 25 or 30 years of time span that he want to prove this he want to make a better world for equal opportunity, equal justice, and world like a world like everybody have good life, like a heaven. So this is his project, and he rented out a family, he rented out his children's. So what this guy is actually, this guy working for Britain for a long time, and this guy is a Malabar, and there is some traditions, and there was before they have caste system, and they have some medical history like Ayurveda, and this guy have some kind of knowledge in medicine and in the human behavior. Like there is a caste system. A caste system divides the humans into different sections. That says that some humans are less qualified, some humans are more qualified, and in that category it was dividing the humans. So he using all this technique, and he is trying to mix up the community. He trying his whole experiments. He trying to mix up lower caste to higher caste. He trying to make but he want a better future. That was his plan actually. And he rented out the children's. He rented out actually these children's. He want to prove something, that these children's going to be future leaders. So his rented out family, I will explain. As a director, he was very cunning and very intelligent, and he put three son and one daughter, and his elder son is a representative of the local, means he is not comes in generation Z. He comes in 4 years before the generation Z. So he is accessible. He is access to the truth and all story running around. So he is as a local. The next son, he give him title as a Russian, because Britain have give him a project or a scope that you need to understand the difference between Eurasia and Oceania. So there was conflict. There is World War II, one, and a history of conflict between Eurasia and Oceania, like this Eastern Europe and in the Western Europe. So they want this conflict should be eased in this project, that they want to be get a peaceful negotiation. So he put his second children as a Russian, and third children as a German, and last one the daughter, and she is as a British itself. So this is the plan. Elder one is the local guy, and the second one was as a was a Russian guy, and the third son is a representative of a German guy, and the last one, the daughter, is British one. So there was, in the story, it's narrating that the Russian guy, the second one, was a loser in his project, that he want to make this Russian representative, the second one, as a loser, because that time, that as per the project of this, they have demand that Russians should be made as a loser. So they are at home, they have given a separate home, and they have their cousin brothers, and all this story is real, so real. And this Russian guy is tortured from top to down. He is tortured, and he is for everything. Prosecution is on him, and he is targeted as a loser, and he is targeted as a outsider, alien, and he does not have any freedom. He is not given complete prosecution on this guy, second guy. And the representatives of German guy, that guy given good attention and good care, and he got good guidance, and whatever he doing is appreciated. And this is the scenario of that's going on. And finally, project, what the outcome is, the loser and winner. This is what the outcome. But the prosecution on the torture that this second guy is going to is exposed, and the attention he required and the guidance he required is purposefully is rejected for this guy. The attention rejected, guidance rejected, and he is kept as a single one, like he has to do his own things, manage his own things. So this is what his story narrates. And finally what happened, this guy becomes bored, and he become as per the project itself, he going to get loose, and always he is in a last bus, because already the others are already reached and they have enjoyed, but this guy is in last bus, and when he arrives, everything is finished. So the situation comes in the situation, and now this guy the director of this project, he want to manage this story, an ending, an ending, and that ending is going to be, I think there is going to be very near, and this director is very appreciated by these people and all that. I don't know, this is simple, stupid, absurd story, and there is nothing there is no contribution in technology, there is no contribution in any kind of science or this is all as I said, that these are Illuminatis. These people are selling religion, selling everything. These people all acting religion, each religion, Christianity, Islam and Hinduism, everything is for marketing. They use everything. This is real Illuminati, and this is a real story. And what attracted me is that story of this second guy who is representing the Russian. His life is God, because what he wanted was attention and guidance, which is rejected for him, and not only rejected, but he is subconsciously tortured, because these guys are from generation Z, and the next before generation who know everything very, very good. And there is one other section also in this, that this Malabar is basically Muslim majority, and Hindu are Hindu and Muslim almost same numbers. But this German guy actually is in the part of Muslims, and this guy is, I think he does not have anyone. This Russian guy does not have anyone for supporting him, but the so-called German guy got every support from Muslim community, and those people want to be success. So ultimately the story going to be Muslims are going to be successful. This is what this project is going to be happen, and that is very sad actually if it's happened, because what I see, this Illuminati, these people are, the Muslims are the number one crimes they are doing in this story. Once I read this, and that's very sad. That's very sad that Muslims are going to win in this game. So I recommend. So this was the project. he was given 25 years. But as day passed, he made some changes in the project. He made different. He included different characters, and some characters are excluded from this, and as stories goes on. So he's acted as a director. Entire life, a life is complete like a direction of a movie, like a movie. But the thing is that some people are this is most kept secret, and only some people has idea about all this. That's what's going on. That's you think that everything is normal around you, nothing is to fear, but actually a lot of thing is happening behind, and people don't know. Many of the people don't know what's that. And this is all based on like Indian old Indian traditions and Indian culture, and that kind of, it's all derivated from this all derivated from this system, Indian ancient Indian system. And finally now this is the real story, and the target time is going to end by 2022 or 2025, and the generation that happened to be all this experiment is called Generation Z. What's this Generation Z is that maybe it is a generation zombie or generation last generation, like Z is the last one, so generation last generation. This generation exposed to different types of experiments in food and in whatever their education is like. It's become a mess. Like they make learn, unlearn, and relearn. This is the type. First, whatever you learn, they make you unlearn. That you forget everything, and relearn. That's this time of changeover. There will be a huge chaos, and there will be a lot of tension and all that. This is that plan. Actually, it's a long time. This project was from Britain, and this secret agent of Britain was planning to do, and this is happening in Malabar. And by this project, they are derivating these equations to the others in the entire world, and they are making shifting changes accordingly. This is what happening. For example, I am coming from the same place, that Malabar, and I am also coming in the same generation Z. So I see this, I can feel this, because as in this generation, what difference I see from my elder generation, because they are keeping some secret. They are not telling us. Many of the people, many of the generations, they are not telling us anything, but they are secretly playing with us. They can give suggestion to this guy, and they can mold us in any sort of way they want. If they want as a loser, they can make us a loser. If they want somebody a winner, they will make it as a winner. So in my case, what I feel is that I was tortured. Definitely I was tortured tremendously, and of course I am in this Generation Z, and this is real. This is not a story, and I can relate this story. This Agent 13, you just read it. I can relate it with my life. After reading this, I myself understood that this is real. My story life is explaining in this book. Why I did not read this book at my college. So this is and what finally this guy is planning is that a world with winners. Losers will left over. Losers are losers. They will not get access to the final world, but the winners only get access to the final world. And what is the qualification? What is the quality you want to win this game? And finally, there is that's things that happen at the end of times, like everything secrets getting out of control, and it's going out, and people are getting to know that this is that, and people start to identify who is this director, who is this man, who is this guy who doing this all games. They identify this person and they know that this guy is responsible for so much atrocities, but since this guy have the power from that secret agency from the Britain, so this guy is not affected at all, and he still continue his work, and he is planning for another 5 years what is going to happen. This is all what explaining in this book, and this book is interesting book, and there is a lot of fantasy and lot of crimes and a lot of explicit contents are explaining in this book. Like some are like total chaos and total crimes that people are killed for the political reasons. So it's kind of a slave and masters. This is the idea of the present system that is going on. And finally, what this guy want to plan is that masters are get full access to the life, and slaves either they will be vanished, died, or they will be brutalized, or they will be like in a situation that this is what actually I understood from his from this book, what this guy is John Gray is actually explaining. And please, I recommend all of you to read this book, and this is so real, it's happening. Maybe you may heard about Illuminatis and New World Order and all that. Actually, these all things are connected with this project, which is started from 1990 in Malabar, and the things that's going on what in this book. This is actually Illuminati, real Illuminatis, and New World Order. So you should definitely read this book. And I am personally I am in this what this book is saying, that same happened with my life. And unfortunately I was on the loser side. I am on the side of slaves, because the people around me, they pushed me and they tortured me into this section of slaves. So I could not come out of that section because of that. So many people, not just me, so many people are pushed into this slave category. So I don't know what happens people like me about this man actually explaining that what these people's future are going to be. So please read this book, and it's definitely worthful to read. And please give your response in the comment section. Thank you very much.